September 13th is a very important day with a big announcement that will directly impact fixed income beneficiaries of Social Security, including retirement disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, and VA benefits. I have all the details and the important information you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. Alright, so as we all know, the inflation situation is unbelievable right now. It's like unreal, right? I think all of us are probably scratching our heads every single month thinking what is going on right now. Seriously, it is off the hook right now with everything going on with this inflation. Well, as a result of that, on September 13th, we are going to be getting the latest inflation data. However, is it just any old report? No, it's not actually. This one is going to be very impactful. Let me tell you the details behind it and why this is so important for fixed income beneficiaries as well as everybody else. I mean, let's be real right now, the inflation is so nuts. It's actually impacting everybody, but is especially impacting the low income and fixed income. In this report, that's going to be so incredibly impactful for your monthly benefit, and I will tell you exactly why. On the morning of September 13th, we will be getting the latest inflation data, the CPI release for the month of August. Now, this is going to tell us what inflation did during the month of August. Is it doing the same thing that it's been doing over the last several months, like moving much higher every single month? Has it finally stalled out? Is it finally going down a little bit? What's going on here? This is very important because this is the number 2 piece of data points that we need in order to calculate the annual cost of living adjustment for fixed income beneficiaries, about 7 million beneficiaries. So remember, the 3 main months that we need to watch out for the inflation data are July, August, and September. Well, guess what? August is right in the middle of that, right? This is one of the 3 key pieces of data that we need to watch when it comes down to inflation to determine what is the rates going to be for next year. We've seen ranges all over the board here. We've seen 6.1%, 7.3%, 8.2, 8.4, 8.6, 8.8, 9.1, even all the way up to 11%. Seriously, at the rate that we are going right now, we can easily be over 9%. But again, we won't know the official data until we get all 3 of these data points. Well, we have July in the book already. That was actually announced back on the 10th of August, right? We are going to get this next one here, a matter of justice, coming out on September 13th. So as a result of that will be data point number 2 in the book. The last one that we will need will be in about a month from now, in mid-October for the month of September. So anyway, this is going to be incredibly important. And then once we get that last data point that will be released in about a month from now in mid-October, then we can put all the pieces of the puzzle together and figure out what is the rate going to be. And remember, the rates is all hinging around what inflation is doing so far this year. In the 3rd quarter of this year, we are kind of right in the heat a bit. Well, actually we're not right in the middle. We are more on the backside of the 3 months of the quarter 3 of 2022. So that's why it's so important. Here is what's also interesting. Basically, what people have been saying, the economists, the experts that have been watching this are thinking is likely going to peak in the 3rd quarter of 2022, as in late summer or early fall. However, when it comes down to it, if this actually does peak out during these 3 months, we would have noted when it comes down to peaking on inflation between July, August and September, to maximize the rates for fixed income beneficiaries. Because if inflation starts to come down in the second part of September, or maybe late September and early October, that's kind of good, because then we have now passed the top of inflation, or maybe we just continue to move it significantly higher on inflation. So anyway, we got a lot of stuff on our plate right here. But either way, I hope that gives you a better idea of why September 13th is a very important one. All the other data points that have come out as far as inflation throughout the course of the year, with the exception of the one that was released just a few weeks ago in mid-August. All the other data points as far as inflation haven't really been all that impactful, right? I mean, obviously we want inflation to go down, but at the end of the day, it's not going to directly relate to a rates to your benefits. However, this one will. That's why it's so important. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on this. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, enjoy your day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you again later in the next video.